Good. We are all set. How are you, Bhavna? How are you,
Good.
Sharat? Long
Good.
time.
How are you?
Top of the world. Sharat is from Jammu, right? So what's happening in Jammu nowadays? All well? Good. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. You need to unmute yourself.
Yes. I'm saying that we are preparing here to host you for the Amarnath Yatra
Oh
coming
wow,
soon.
that's
Yeah.
good. That's great. That's great. Yeah. India is rising. Kashmir is rising, and big
Wonderful to
time.
see you again.
Oh yes, we are the fourth largest economy now, and we are going to be second largest soon. I'm
Third.
looking forward to that. And the beauty is that we will make it. You know, this
Great.
generation will make it, if not the next generation. So I'm really, really excited about it. Hi Pallavi, hi Manish. Good to see you.
Good evening, sir.
But I would like to have just 1 minute of your experience with my sessions so far. Just 1 minute, each one.
I can start.
Yes, please.
I've attended, I think, about 3 sessions, and they were all just, it was just coincidence, like I said, the way I found you through, I don't even know where. And everyone was very enlightening. Everyone had some essence in it that I took away. So I've been traveling, so the timing hasn't been working out to attend your sessions. Today I managed to catch it in time. So I think you touch upon a topic, and actually, in that half an hour, it's like you sow a new seed, which I have not, most of the things that I experienced in the 3 sessions, I had never heard before. So they were all uh, fresh information. So that's my feedback.
All right. Thank you so much. Yes, who would like to share next?
See what you.
Quickly.
No.
Yes, Pallavi. Go ahead.
Evening, sir. It's always your sessions are always lightning, and as ma'am already told, ki there's always new takeaway to learn from it. So I was missing your quite few sessions from and with last few weeks. So I thought it this time I can't afford missing them because I'm missing my new learning every day. So just to enhance my learning again, so I tried to join your session. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Deep gratitude, Pallavi. Yes, Manish.
Yeah, overall good experience. That's it. Simple.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And yes, Sharat, long time.
Uh,
So,
it's really wonderful to attend your sessions. Unfortunately, since as you know, I'm in a totally different assignment over here in Jammu, and I'm very much busy in that. And hopefully, but the guidance which I have took from your sessions and all that, it is really helping me out, and I'm trying my best to establish my uh, assignment over here, whatever I am doing, and I am finding a lot of success in that. The only thing is what I want to add here is that a consistent effort, which we already know. These sessions basically, there is nothing new. But what is new is that you have to keep a conscious mind and you have to do consciously right everything, every moment that will help you in achieving your goal in your day to day life.
brilliant. Replace you with I next time.
Great.
It's all about I when you are sharing from your life, when you're sharing your
Absolutely.
experiences. Yeah. When you say you, what happens? You disconnect yourself with yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you miss out on the vibrations that you are generating, the vibrations of excitement, love, compassion that you are generating while sharing your experiences.
I have, you can just sense I just will quote one example. I met with yesterday a person, and he said me that since we are residing over here in a joint family, and then he said that you have come from Delhi. What are you doing? What is this? What is that? How are you managing your expenses and all that? I said that we had a family business, and I'm into that. I'm assisting him. How have you? Well, these are the friend circle. How they will then. I said that this is how our family is working. He said, how many kitchens do you have? I said, we have one kitchen. I said, anyway, he said, then how are you managing this? That do you have a car? I said, yes, we have two cars. Then which is one car is in on your name? There is which key is available in the morning, and who has to go? He will pick up the key, and he will. There's no this car and that car. He said that these things don't work nowadays. I said, is there a possibility of 1%? He said, yes. Then I am that. I said, I am that. I mean, amongst those. I mean, to say that the togetherness of family, having lunch together with the entire family, going for the so it's a vibration. There's a lot of
Absolutely.
vibration in it, and there is a lot of things now you get. I mean, to cohesiveness of the family, and then you fulfill. I had entirely, to stand once again, to start afresh. I remember that walk, that whatever it is, I was at that time I was very much disturbed, and you said, wow, for what? Just order your army, I mean to say, upper limbs, lower limbs, and your hand circle and all that. Trust me, I have though my past friends and all that, I have not that much contacted them for help and all that. I took it of my own, and believe me, I'm doing wonderfully well over here in Jammu, and I hope that I will take this forward as well. And
Thank
really,
you.
and I just was talking that I was saying that those decisions, that whatever comes in your way day to day, a conscious mind, a regular at doing something positive on a regular basis will give you wonderful results on day.
Absolutely, absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing, Sharat. So, see, tonight we'll cover a very interesting topic. See, what we are doing over last couple of weeks is we are focusing on marketing techniques, marketing technologies. Now, you may say that I'm not in a business, or maybe I'm in a job, or maybe I'm in nowhere, neither in a business, neither in a job. Maybe I'm just a student. Then what do I do with marketing? So, if you remember, we had a session where we actually discovered ourselves that the best marketing and salesperson that I have ever met, or you have ever met, is you yourself.
Mhm.
Anything that you think somebody else is marketing to you is not the real truth. The real truth is that somebody is just sharing his or her views, her experience about that particular thing. Eventually, what you are telling yourself is what you are marketing yourself. So, what you are hearing, what you are listening is what you are transferring to yourself. Okay. So,
Right, very right.
we will be covering a lot of marketing techniques, though I'm only touching up with small simple marketing techniques to start with. So tonight what we are going to discuss is something very amazing. And before we do that, I just want to take a quick picture of all of us. So can we all come on the camera, look at the camera, keep your eyes wide open, and we'll just count 1 2 3 together. Okay, so here we go. 1 2 3. Hi Rajeshwari, we are just counting 1 2 3. Come on the camera quickly. Rajeshwari, quickly on camera. Good, here we go. So, right place at the right time with the right people and right environment, right? So here we go. 1 2. Hey Manish, come on, yeah. 1 2 3. Got that. Super. So here we go. Transformation happens when you are at the right place at the right time with the right intention and with the right people. Transformation happens when you are at the right place, at the right time, with the right intention, with the right. Okay. Only then universe manifests this for you. Only then law of attraction works for you, because now you are taking the action which is supposed to take to manifest what law of attraction is supposed to manifest for you. All right. So you are in a session right now to manifest something. And let's see what you are going to manifest to. Can you all see the screen that I'm showing? Is it visible to everyone?
It's visible. It's visible.
It says the Ansoff Matrix. Okay, now this is named after its Russian-American creator. His name was Igor Ansoff. And this is a great format which helps marketers and executives determine how best to grow in a competitive market. And by the way, you know how young this model is? How young this model is? Any idea? Any idea? Or just guess, make a guess.
1960. It is almost
Exactly,
40.
it is 1960. So in 1960, he came up with this model. Now, if you notice carefully, what this matrix is all about is, see, there's a products on axis and the markets in the y-axis. So this quadrant represents when you are marketing existing products in the existing market. Okay, now whatever product you have, it is only you know. Like if you are applying for a job, then whatever quality or skill set you have is the product that you have. If you're in a business, then you know what product or service that you're offering. Okay. So when you are offering existing products in the existing market, the area that you need to focus on is market penetration strategy. So if your product, so you need to penetrate the market. You have a lot of competitors who are already there. The product is existing, the market is existing. So you are entering the same market with the same product. So what do you need to do? Market penetration involves growth in a market where is a business, product or services already exist, using strategies like increasing promotion and decreasing pricing. Normally, these are two things that we do. Okay. This could be any activity also that you are doing with the same kind of people. It could be even reading books together in a group setting. It is something like that as well, because reading book is the product. And the existing market is the people who are already reading books. Okay. Then comes the second one, which is new market, existing product. So we already have a product, but we're entering a new market, in a market where that product does not exist. So naturally, what you need to do, you have to focus on market development. The market development is when a business uses its current products or services to grow into a new market. Because you already have a product, but you are getting into a market where it does not exist. So you are entering there for the first time. Then comes the third one, which is the third quadrant is all about new products in the existing market. So you are coming up with a new product in an existing market. So there you need to focus on a strategy when business creates new products and services for the existing market. So there is already competition. So you are coming up with a new market, new product to beat the competition or to challenge the competition. And then comes the last quadrant, which is with a new product in a new market. A product that never existed before, nowhere, and you are taking that product in a new market. Okay, so this is the diversification involves, this is called product diversification strategies. So this diversification involves a business growing into a new market with a new offering. Diversification is the riskiest of the four strategies. So we are talking about strategies. We are talking about marketing strategies. Now, let us get into a little detail. Okay, I'll just give you some examples. So let us talk about the first one, which is market penetration strategy. Like we have an existing product and we have an existing market. What happens when you are entering with the same product in an existing market? Like you are already there. So that means others are also there. So what strategies normally you apply to get visibility, to market your product, to market your brand? You will primarily do three things, or you can do three things to get it more visible to others. The first one is increasing market share. You can increase your market share. You can improve customer loyalty. This is the second step that you can do. And the third thing that you can do is boost users through promotions. Now, can you remember any product which does that? Any product. It is already existing. You know this product exists in the market, but it still does that to increase its business. Increasing market share, improving customer loyalty, and boosting users through promotions.
Apple.
Yeah?
Apple.
No, Apple is not it.
Apple is not there.
A classic example, I'm talking about a simple classic example, is all cold drink brands.
All.
Amul butter.
Cold
Amul
drink
butter.
brands. Amul butter is there, absolutely. They still advertise. You think about all cold drink brands. Coca-Cola, Campa Cola, or you can think any of them. Fanta, Maaza.
What is the point, Pinaki?
Yeah. So when you are promoting, when you want to improve your business in an existing market with the existing product, you need to focus on these three strategies. Increase your market share, or improve your customer loyalty, or boost users through promotions. So Coca-Cola or any soft drink brand, they're increasing advertising to sell more in existing regions. Like Dabur Chyawanprash. Yeah. It's a household product, but still they advertise. Next comes the market development. Market development is the area where you are taking your product or pushing your product into a new market. That this particular product is not there in that market. It never went to that market before you put it there. So here, normally you can play two strategies. One strategy is entering new geographical regions. The second one is targeting new customer segments. So what to do for that? Any example which is coming to your mind right now? One example is Starbucks, which is expanding into emerging markets. It's a big brand. But now you will start seeing Starbucks in many markets. Okay. You can see a lot of such brands. You know what I'm giving you a sense of that. If you want to get into a new market with the product that you already have, you can follow these models, follow these strategies to make sure that your presence is felt by people, felt by your prospective customers, even felt by your existing customers if you're in an existing market. Good. Let's come to the third one, which is product development. So you have a new product and you're entering the existing market. The product is new, but your market remains the same. This is where normally you do two things. One is either you innovate or improve your offerings, or you respond to customer needs. Like basically you are discovering that you have a loyal customer base. However, chances are there that they may shift. So you need to come up with 2 or 3 specific strategies. One of them is innovating new offerings or improving your offerings. So either you create a new offering or you improve your existing offering. Like Colgate, they come up with a new variety of toothpaste almost every 6 months. Yeah. And You are responding to your customer needs. You are discovering what customer is looking for right now. So that's why when you go to big marts nowadays, you'll find they are offering one soap free with three. Some even offering two soaps with three soaps. So they want to ensure that if this customer buys 5 items from me, chances are low that next time when he will be in the shop, it will be a long duration. So I'm keeping the customer busy with my own products. So either I'm developing a new strategy, innovating a new strategy, marketing strategy like bundling the product or bundling new additional offers, or I'm innovating my product. Like even Dabur has launched a new product this year. It was a good Chyawanprash. I don't know how much market did it capture, but I like that product. Okay, then a couple of years back, they came up with this Chyawanprash without sugar. You can look at all these big brands, they keep on innovating. So it's a new product that they're coming in the existing market. Okay, watches are there. Then comes the fourth one, which is diversification strategy, where you are putting up new product in a new market. So you are coming up with a new product and you're putting it in the new market. So what happens there is when you go for diversification, the first thing that you face, the first challenge that you face is there's a high risk, but the rewards are also high. And it can be related or unrelated diversification as well. Now let me give an example of previous one, where companies are using product development strategy. One of the famous brand is Apple. They are launching new iPhones for existing loyal customers. Did you notice that? All Apple products are primarily targeted at their existing customers. And they get new customers primarily through their existing customers only. So people who are loyal to Apple, they normally buy Apples. People who are loyal to Dabur, they will buy Dabur. Even if it is a question of Chyawanprash or it's a Dabur Gulabari or anything to do with Dabur, where Dabur is number one. For example, Odomos. Odomos earlier it was a Balsara product. Now it has been taken over by Dabur. So even if there is a second brand of the same product available in the market, you will still go for Odomos. इससे पता नहीं यार दूसरा प्रोडक्ट क्या है, वो काम करेगा भी या नहीं, पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ, है ना. Borolin. So Borolin was superseded by BoroPlus, but no other third brand could take that space. So there were some third brands also, but Borolin is Borolin, and BoroPlus could penetrate only because of Amitabh Bachchan. But still Borolin has a very strong market, supremely strong market. But Borolin also did something. Borolin had a product which was a thick cream, but they came out with a smooth cream, then they came out with the ultra smooth cream, then they came out with boxes, round boxes. Earlier they were only the tubes, 20 gram, 40 gram, 80 gram tubes. Okay. Then comes the diversification. And diversification, when we talk about diversification, it's like a company like Amazon. So they came up with web hosting solutions. They were not there earlier into this space. So they came up with cloud hosting. उसका नाम है Amazon Web Services, AWS. There are many such brands which got into new products in a new market. Like they were not in that market earlier, yet they came up with a new product. One of the classic example is Patanjali. Patanjali had nothing to do with commercial market. They were into yoga. They were into therapy market. So they had their own product in the therapy market. But when they diversified into FMCG, it was a big challenge for them, but they got in there, right? It's a new market for them. They were never into that space. And I still remember there was an interview of Baba Ramdev in CNBC TV 18, almost over 7-8 years ago. So he was asked, hey, what is your expectation? Like you are competing with all these big FMCG brands already in the market. You're competing with Colgate, Palmolive. We are competing with Hindustan Unilever. You know what he said? He said, my only objective is to ensure that at that time, India had 130 billion, the 30 crore people. He said, I only want to ensure that every family uses one product of mine. One Patanjali product of mine, every family should use in the country. Once a month, only one product a month by every family. He was not even talking about 130 people, 130 crore people. He was only talking about families. But I want every family in India on an average should use one of Patanjali products, and I am happy to make only 1 rupee of profit on it. This is stage number 1. High risk. That's what diversification strategy is all about. High risk, but high reward. He said, once this stage 1 is over, then I'll think of at least getting 2 products in that family every month. Then I'll focus on getting at least 3 products in the family every month. And my only focus is to make 1 rupee profit on that product. 1 rupee profit. So now, if 4 or 5 products gets into a family, 4 or 5 products of my brand goes into a family, and if I assume that a family has 4 to 5 people, that means every month 130 crore products are moving. And I'm making at least 130 crore profit because my profit target margin is only 1 rupee. That is my target. I'm going to give all other profit to all those people who are going to distribute my products. And then they created distributor network. Then they came up with Patanjali stores. But Patanjali stores are not owned by Patanjali. The people put up Patanjali stores because the brand became popular. And the only intention that Ramdev had, he still has the same intention, that I only want to make only 1 rupee profit from each of my products. That's it. उससे ज़्यादा मिल जाए तो तौबा तो. So that is high risk, high reward, and can be related or unrelated diversification. So imagine the kind of diversification Patanjali did. They not only got into FMCG, they got into almost every pocket of FMCG. You think of shampoo, they have 10 different shampoos. You think of soap, they have 10 different soap. You think of talcum powder, probably they have 4 different talcum powder. You think of oil, they are into edible oils. They are into a wide variety of creams. So what I'm inviting you to look into that is that, see, every organization has some kind of marketing strategies. And this is the simplest one that we are discussing today. But it is very, very powerful. Though it was established in 1960, this idea came in 1960 by Ansoff. It is still a very powerful and relevant model. Whatever business you are into, whatever product you are into, whatever service you are into, whatever activity you are into, even if you are in a job, you can apply the same technique. You studied engineering, maybe civil engineering, maybe chemical engineering, and you land up with a job as a software developer. New product, new market. And if you think of all these markets, all these techniques, even as a job seeker, these are all applicable to you. And if you're in a business, definitely they are applicable. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. But before you ask me any questions, I have a request for all of you. That request is that with this new awareness, what do you see possible for yourself now? So before you ask any questions, I would request you to give an answer to this. That with this new awareness, what do you see possible for yourself?
In terms of career?
In terms of anything. It's all about marketing. Even career building is also marketing itself. See, even business is a career, it's a profession. अगर आप कैरियर पॉइंट्स ऑफ व्यू से देखेंगे तो सब कुछ कैरियर ही है. ये अभी जो मैं आपको ये सेशन दे रहा हूँ, दिस इज ऑल्सो कैरियर. A career as a trainer, a career as a coach. Any opportunity where you are making money is a career, is a profession. And wherever you are making money, you are definitely applying some or other marketing technologies, marketing concept, marketing strategies. आप एनालाइज करके देख सकते हो आपने कहाँ पे ये स्ट्रेटेजीज अप्लाई किया है. You know, like what you can actually figure out is that you can take up different cases. You can do your own case studies. And you can actually discover out of these 4 things which you applied and where you applied. And you can apply it many areas, like the way you picked up the topic of your higher studies, the way you got married, the way you picked up a job, the way you took a decision to start a business. When you decided to start a business, the way you picked up a product for that business. Everywhere you applied at least one of these marketing strategies. होना ही होना है. Either it's an existing product in the existing market, or it's a new product in existing market, or it's an existing product in a new market, or it's an existing new product in a new market. इन चारों में से कोई ना कोई आपने हर कदम पे अप्लाई किया है, अभी भी कर रहे हैं. In fact, even attending this session also you applied one of these.
I would like to just make a little comment. May I?
Yeah, please go ahead. That's what I said. That what
I think Patanjali diversified so far as their product is concerned, in the sense they shifted from yoga to a material product, whether it was soap or FMCG products, where there was the first one. But the market was already there. The market was not new. So it is not
for them it was a new market.
1 minute. For them also, it was not a new market. They had all the loyalty of all the customers who were doing yoga all over India. What they banked on or exploited was their loyalty towards him, because he was a guru. He was not just a yoga teacher. He was a guru. So the hype and the halo around him was so powerful that whatever he did, he knew he would succeed. And then he came up with a new product, in the sense, not one product, but lots of products. And they were all FMCG products. Now, he banked and exploited all their loyalty, and what he marketed as I'm going to make 1 rupee was all rubbish. I can show you statistics and mathematics that he made many times more profit than what the foreign brands were. But
Exactly.
but for marketing, to appeal to the Indian mind, he said, I'm giving you something Indian, and for which I'm not going to make lots of profit. All this was on paper.
Absolutely.
Correct? So that you can't say that he diversified so far as the market was concerned. He diversified so far as his product was concerned. The market was already there all over India. Everybody was loyal to him, whether you did yoga, you didn't do yoga. That loyalty had already captured by his clothes or by the agility with which he did yoga. This is my
Good point.
interpretation.
Absolutely. I agree with you. In fact, that was also my interpretation before I got into this whole understanding. The differencing point, like the distinguishing point is so thin that why it's not an existing market for him, because he didn't have those setup. He had to create it. He had to create
No,
the entire
he
setup
suggests
for
he
that
brought in
channel.
logistics, and his logistics work.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what
His
I'm talking about.
logistics, no, but a part of logistics is to ensure supply chain management, and for which he was very good. He had all the money. He had already made a lot of money through yoga,
Hmm.
but as an impression, people thought ye guru hai, ye acha hai, whatever he says is true. But whatever he says was 100% lies. But he did it, and he
Yeah, probably
succeeded.
he applied both the techniques.
He's a
The
smart
whole point
man.
is that, yeah, see,
And when he
that is
said,
what is
I'm going to give you something Indian against the foreigners, this
exactly.
concept worked so well, especially in North India, that he got a lot of customers.
Exactly. So you can
He didn't
apply
have to
any of
develop
this.
any market. He developed it. He was diversifying and bringing in a new product and exploiting the loyalty which was already there, which all companies do.
Hmm.
So he also did that.
Right.
But there is what we call pull strategy and push strategy. So he banked on this, that he had already that pull strategy. He had already pulled the customers, and now that he just had to push his product, and he knew it would work.
Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely.
no,
So
I
basically,
differ. I differ with Manglaji.
Okay,
It's
thank you.
absolutely yes, yes. Because you take the example of some actor who has built up a strong loyalty in the field of acting, then he turns into politics. He fails there miserably. It's not like that. It's not like that. You have to have your strategies and all that. It's not like that. It is, at least you may have something in your mind against Ramdev or anybody. It's not that I'm favoring Ramdev or you are opposing him or like that. He has generated a lot of employment here. That is one of the biggest thing in whatever way you can say.
See, most of these actors who have entered politics, who has not been successful, most of them have been successful. That is why the politicians go after them.
They have miserably failed in
No,
politics.
they have failed as politicians, but they have succeeded in getting elected, and that is what the parties want. They don't know politics, they cannot play politics. That is a different issue.
That's
But
right.
so
That's
far
right.
as winning elections is concerned, they do a very good job, or they don't need to do
very,
anything, and the
very
public runs after them.
West Bengal is a
You
live
have the
example.
biggest examples of Govinda. You have the example of Amitabh Bachchan. You
West
have the
Bengal itself
examples of
is West Bengal
Rajesh
itself
Khanna,
is a big example.
Yeah,
Rajesh
but
Khanna and so
they
on.
all won elections, no? Where did they
They
lose
won
elections?
elections, but they could not justify that. They were miserably
Yes, they were not there to do
failures.
politics. They were only there to
Very true.
add the number to their
Anyway, it's a
political
big discussion.
parties.
It's a big
No, sir, they were
discussion.
all there to add in terms of number to their political parties.
That's right.
See, the point here is that, see,
We are
what
not
is
talking in terms
this
of success. We are
conversation is,
talking in terms of products and
yeah,
markets.
so they may not be good politicians, but they played the number game and they won that.
Yes, that's what
So
it
that
is.
strategy played. Even that is also marketing strategy.
Right.
Like for them, it's a new product. So they were artists. They had nothing to do with politics, but they entered politics under somebody's banner with somebody's support to get the number. They got the numbers and their job is done.
Right.
Yeah. So
That is what it meant.
this is what is we are talking about. Marketing is all about that. How you are exploiting, or rather you are influencing prospective customers and eventually converting them into customers. Even when people are voting in their favor, they're purchasing that vote, right? They put all the efforts, all the money to put that campaign in place. See, this is what we're talking about. See, that what do you see possible for yourself? Absolutely. Great conversation, great discussions. Yes.
With Mangala, marketing has to be there, no? Marketing is my forte,
Yeah, it's all marketing. It's all marketing. Absolutely.
Correct.
Absolutely. That's why,
So,
see, I picked up this topic because this is something uh, which is very close to my heart. And people who love to discuss marketing and connect marketing with every activity, every success principles, they will definitely find a lot of interest in these kind of conversations.
Yeah, I mean
Yes,
to say,
Manish, go ahead.
I mean to say that when we say that Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is going to help us all. That is going to help India as a whole.
Hmm.
And we should appreciate such type of anybody, whether it is Ramdev, forget Ramdev, anybody who is doing something local, as Modi ji has rightly said, vocal for local. It is going to change our, if we have progressed
Absolutely.
in the
Absolutely.
terms of economy, we have come from 11th point to now we are on the fourth, and we are just going to touch number three position very soon.
Absolutely.
Such type of things will help us. It's not we FMCG, we have to compete this or that. Yes, wherever they need any improvement, if their product is not good, or we have equal rights to have na register them, and we tell them to improve your quality and all that. There is where we have the independence of that.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely. So what
but
we are
we
talking
should
about only the
appreciate we should
strategies.
appreciate anybody for that reason.
Absolutely.
Anybody who comes with some good product, and we should buy for it, or we should go for it.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Yes, Manish, your point.
no, my point was that, either you win through your name or you win through quality. Okay. So what Ramdev did was his name was so famous that anything he would bring with kind words will become a
Right.
flavor. That's what happened, and nobody knows what is inside the products. Okay. And when you are saying with acting, acting is all a different ball game. You have to prove yourself on the stage in front of so many people. But
Hmm.
your product you are just making through the machine. So that is also together a different game. And from
Very
the marketing point of view, that uh, see, your product has to be unique in the market. That's what I believe. Maybe your profit margin may be less in the beginning, but if your product is unique, then you can win the market basically. And it should touch. Uh, if it can touch a majority of the people, because FMC is something essential thing, right? Everybody need to do toothpaste in the morning, maybe 2 to 3 times a day. So anything which will focus on the majority, the masses, it will become a success, right? So this may
very
that in that.
absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Manish. Yes, Bhavna.
Um, I just was intrigued by this whole discussion. I don't really have an input, but just intrigued by the whole analysis of what today's session led to. Um, for me, I've never looked at this whole aspect in the way all of you all are looking at it. So I think I need to just process it. Just, whatever I gathered from this discussion, which was very interesting, just to process and to understand that because we are all just commodities, each one of us, we all have innate wisdom and we all have something to offer. Um, how we market ourselves, I've never really thought about it. Um, I've always been very fascinated with the way people market things and sell things and attract people towards products. But for me, being from a very young age, very intuitive and never swayed to buy or purchase anything because something said it was good. I think I've always been the other end. I only process things very intuitively. So for me, I've never been swayed by any kind of marketing. And the more someone markets something, I know you stay away from that. The more someone advertises means stay away from that.
Oh,
Yeah.
dangerous customer.
Yeah, I am. And my kids used to always tell me, oh, why is it the TV says it's good and you say it's not? And I say, if they are there trying to convince you it's good, that means there's something wrong with it. And look at it that way, because they're not going to be there if they were good. If they were so good, they don't need to do that. So I think my kids had a very challenging time, but at a point they actually started, when I allowed them to explore whatever they wanted to, they would come back later and say, you were right. So if something is
It's
worth
an
it,
opinion. It's an opinion, and everybody has his
you
own
know, when
experience.
something is really
His
worth, they don't
experience.
need to keep
Absolutely.
convincing you they're worth it. So I think I've been on the other spectrum, like you said, a
So
very dangerous
see,
customer.
it's not about being on the other side or being on this side. See, at any given point of time, you are marketing yourself. Even right now, whatever you are sharing, you are putting your point. यहाँ पे भी आप अपने आप को market ही कर रहे हो. With
Yeah,
your-
in that way, if you say yes, I mean, I guess
Right.
everything you speak is
It's all about observing. See, observing.
yeah, yeah.
And then you can see when you have a product to offer in the market, you can choose that this is the niche where I can offer this product. So you can apply one of these principles and figure out that which of the principle or which combination of principle is going to work the best for you.
Mm.
That is our intention. See, these are the things which are being trained in all MBS institutions and universities.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put them in a nutshell so that we can get some essence of it, not the sense. Sense is already there everywhere. My intention is to get an essence of it, so that अगर मुझे कोई decision लेना पड़े, किसी को impress करना पड़े, तो I need to figure out इसमें से कौन सा category में मैं आ रही हूँ और कौन सा category में वो आ रहा है. And then which of these strategies I need to apply so that there's a possibility that I can get a favorable response. That is our intention.
Very
And
nice.
it's just observing who else is
And Bhavna, madam, the idea in marketing and repeating a particular product endless times on the TV or radio or newspaper is not that you don't know about it or that the product is bad.
No, I
Much
so
don't think
why
of
are they
anything
doing
else
it?
because so that you don't think of any other product. You don't think of the
attention. It's
competitors.
all a game of
I
attention and
think that,
intention.
but then you
No.
know what? There are a lot of people that I've come across as very similar to my mindset.
Yeah,
that-
but if you this mindset, if you take it in the market point of view, is very insignificant.
It's always catered to influencing the younger generation, the
No,
younger
ma'am. Even the
children.
elders, anything you hammer so much that they don't think of the competitive product, and that is how one
That's
of
why,
the marketing strategies.
because you are attacking their like repetitive things are going straight and embedding itself in the subconscious.
Yes.
So that's a repeated action. But if you are aware of that illusion that's being created, which I think from a very young age I was very aware of the illusion that's being created. And the minute you see it, you tend to be very observant that this is trying to convince me from deep within to make it a new belief.
No, they don't want you to rationalize all that. They want you to instinctively buy that. The same strategy is in malls that they keep they display things at eye level so that your instincts are stronger than your rationality.
Yeah,
The idea
correct.
is that.
And I think that works for majority, but I
Yeah,
have
it
come
majority, yeah.
across.
So that's why I said people like you are so insignificant that they would not bother.
Very right. Very right.
Yeah,
Such
see,
I
type
don't think
are
anybody
very
has to
less.
bother.
Very less.
I don't think
Well,
anyone
see,
has to bother. I guess everyone has to do what they have to do.
it's not about that. It's basically a filter.
Yeah.
You know, they're putting up on net and they discover
Yeah.
that
Everyone has
if
their
I have a
right.
product, if I have a service, I have to design my strategies somehow to sell it. If
Sell
I fail
it.
to sell it, then I cannot run my business. I won't
Correct.
survive.
Correct.
So
Yeah,
market always works in percentage, na? If it is
So
100,
it's
I
all
have
about-
captured 80% of market.
Enough.
If Pallavi does
about-
not purchase my product, that's okay.
Yes,
Wait,
Pinaki
no.
has influenced all of us. The 80% is the
See, see, it's all about identifying which strategy is going to work in my field. That's the whole intention. See, I know that if I put a product, Bhavna may not see it. So probably I'm not putting it for Bhavna anyway. I want somebody else to use it, and then that person
Correct.
go to Bhavna and tell
Exactly.
Bhavna
Yeah, yeah.
कि मैं
Absolutely.
सदियों से इसको यूज कर रही हूँ, तुम भी इसको यूज करके देखो. Now Bhavna is convinced. I know somebody who is already using it.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
the advertiser is looking for the person who can influence Bhavna.
Correct.
They are not looking for influencing Bhavna anyway. they वो उनके radar में भी नहीं है.
Correct.
Like
But
for
the
example,
most interesting thing that I've noticed,
let me put it this way, like people who are in Bhavna's network, they are not even in my radar. But if
Right.
I know, if I can cater to Bhavna may go and tell somebody, why don't you attend Pinaki sessions? मैंने उनका सेशन अटेंड करके देखा है यार, बहुत अच्छे बोलते जो भी है. So incidentally what is happening, I am ensuring that I should cater to Bhavna so well that she does the marketing for me before I do it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that is your greatest challenge now.
सर अगर भावना जी
No,
जैसे
but
मैम
he's too
नहीं
good.
होंगे,
So
भावना
all
जी
these,
मैम नहीं होंगी, जैसे ऐसे लोग नहीं होंगे, तो there is every time a chance that somebody will
so
take कि हम
all
100% market capture करेंगे.
exactly. So all these
There is that
marketing strategies,
20%.
Correct. Correct.
so all marketing strategies are
Great.
fundamentally targeted with
That's
only
wonderful.
one intention. कि जिसके नजर में मैं आ गया कैसे उसको पहले खुश करूं.
Yeah. I also have my what you
See,
call my
marketing,
likable areas. So if something's catering to my likable area, then obviously I will market that. But
And
my
incidentally, what is
likable
happening?
see,
areas are very
marketing
narrow.
does not work with exceptions. Marketing works with revenue generation from the majority.
Exactly.
Very right.
Exactly.
And
Correct.
then they work on that. Okay.
Correct.
If I increase the price of say Maruti by 5%, how much more will I make, and how much more revenue will I bring in, and how much more of market share do I get with that?
Market share
This
will,
is
that is question.
Absolutely.
Yes.
yes, I understand what market share. So I know marketing very well.
Great. Thank you so much for this wonderful session.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
brainstorming session. See, eventually I want to move into idea storming sessions. ठीक है, अभी तो हम सिर्फ brainstorming कर रहे हैं. So
You
if
are
things
always
go-
successful.
if things go the way we are working,
You are another Patanjali.
probably a few months down the line we'll start idea storming rather than brainstorming. Brainstorming is very small thing. Idea stormings are big things.
Yeah, so
Yes,
you are like Patanjali product, always successful.
Maybe. So see, that's it. That is what the whole intention is all about. Even like Bhavna, when you share somebody to do something, कि आप ये वाला खरीद के देखो, आप उसमें देखो कि which strategy you are applying. See, marketing is not equal to sales. Selling is different. Marketing is promoting the product in a way such that the other person gets convinced कि चलो बोल रही है तो लेके देख. There you observe which of these strategies you are applying.
Will do.
For any advertising campaigns, if 5% of the targeted sales is achieved, that is the biggest achievement. तो सोचो बाकी 95% सेल कहाँ से आता है? उन 5% से आता है. So those 5% they actually market the products eventually to the remaining 95% in different ways. Yeah, Three Idiots तू देख के आ. Go and watch that movie. आमिर खान तो आपके पास आके नहीं बोले कि भावना चलो Three Idiots देखो.
Market influencers.
Exactly. But if you have watched that movie, ask yourself how that person influenced you to watch that movie. And if you have influenced somebody to watch that movie, ask yourself how you influence that person to watch that movie. दोनों ने कैसे उस प्रोडक्ट को मार्केट किया जहां पे सेलिंग नहीं हो रहा है, but in either cases
Influencing.
you marketed it.
Yeah.
So marketing is fundamentally all about AI, and that AI is attention and intention. Okay, let's end this session here, but stay with this AI. It's a wonderful AI, attention and intention. That is all about marketing. अगर आप किसी से प्यार से बात कर रहे हो उसमें भी attention and intention ही काम कर रहे हो. अगर आप किसी से गुस्से से बात कर रहे हो उसमें भी वही काम कर रहे हो. And you are still marketing. All right. Thank you so much for this wonderful session.
Thank you,
Next
Okay.
Tuesday.
Bye bye.
Again, have a great session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.